Okay, Angus, whoa. Okay, I'm just gonna, wow. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, Batman, episode number 3. I'm on a bit of a time crunch, so I have a little bit of time to update the code, and then I'll have to resume in the future. But if I'm going to be doing anything to this machine, I might as well hit the record button and take you along for the ride. Oh, also, I was at my garage yesterday, working on Future Spa, and look what I found on Future Spa. The mint original coin box for Batman. I had left it over at the garage, so add that in to the equation. Excuse me. Diet Coke is kicking in. Alright, so what we're going to do is go hit up the old laptop and go find the new code. We are currently on version 2.02. And if you watched the last video, you know that this code is weird. Oh, I got a flaky light bulb. Because if the machine is just sitting in a track mode for like 10 minutes, it goes into a ball search. Hey, fellow Shenaniganders, if you are enjoying what you are seeing, why don't you click on these 3 dots at the bottom of any video and then find this heart, click on that, and hey, look at this, you can buy me a beer. You can use the slider to buy me 500 beers if you really like, but this is a way you can send thanks, and I very much appreciate your support. If you do so, your comment will be highlighted, and also I will give you a shout out. So thank you for all your support. And I'm assuming the code update will fix that and whatever else it does. Probably adds a multi-ball to that right orbit. So I don't know if that multi-ball exists right now. I haven't spammed the right orbit. But I think that the right orbit was so minimally used that they incorporated a multi-ball into that to, you know, prompt you to shoot that right orbit a little more. Does that arrow there look incandescent still? I mean, that red arrow right under the spinner doesn't quite look as bright as that one. Got a couple mental notes I got to make here. Or maybe I should put them on paper, because mental notes, no bueno. They don't last. My storage space up there is not a lot. And you put something in that storage space and it goes out very quickly. So I'll write those things down. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Anyway, let's go look up this code. Windows 11 is just weird. Still getting used to it. Like, here is my flash drive or USB drive. I got chroma.rom, which is a color DMD file. Where do you find the effing format option? It's not there. Apparently you got to go to this PC and then right click and then go format. Like, why do you got to make it so difficult? Start. Erase. Okay, now format complete, close. Now I always have trouble finding the stupid thing. Gotta go back to this PC. This is the worst video ever right now. Double click this, I guess. There. Now drag this over to here. Alright. It's not taking too long, actually. Boo! How does Batman theme song go? Na 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 Batman. There we go. Okay. Now, I saw like a eject USB drive button somewhere, but no, that's vanished now. So now we got to go down here and here, eject flash drive. Alright, this is not the one I normally use, so it is 8 gigabytes though. Alright, let's head over to the machine. Alright, say goodbye to all the audits and all the history of the machine, but it must go. So, it's been a while since I did this, but I know we gotta move dip switch 8 over. And then, got our USB guy right here. Hit that. Oh, I made a noise, that's good. And then what? Do we hit this button or something? Oh! What is this? Press select to begin. Okay. Well, I gotta open the door to press select. Get me back there. Hello? Do I gotta pull the interlock switch? I guess so. Pinball EEPROM. Am I doing this right? This does not look familiar. Update game code. Hitting enter on coin door. 2.94. Press select to update. Look at that. We're in business. Step 1 of 2, erase the flash. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Now I just gotta sit here and probably wait for 45 minutes. These codes are notoriously long. It's 6:34. Okay, remember that. And we'll see how long it took. Okay, it's 6:38. Only 4 minutes have gone by and we're already on step number 2. 17 of 29,000 or million, whatever. We're like 60% of the way, so it's going pretty quick. Oh, I forgot to check the time. But we're almost there. It's only been like another minute. Let me check my watch here. 6:40. Okay, we're almost there. See what happens. Update complete. Remove memory stick. And it even tells you, set dip switch 8 to off. Okay. Press select to reboot or power cycle game. I like this. Select. Select will reboot the game. Let's try. Look at that. That worked. Batman Dark Knight. Ooh. There it is. It worked. That's pretty sweet. LFS. Lyman Sheets. Shout out. That's cool. A lot of these factory high scores are usually like employees or friends of employees or something. But I saw LFS as in that. Lyman Sheets shout out. Okay, so one more thing I'd like to do is check on this battery and see if it needs to be changed. So I'm going to pull that out. And usually you want to do that with the machine on so you don't lose any data. But there's no data to lose. But I'm going to do it with the machine on anyways. And then we'll measure the voltage and see what it is. Okay, I'm clearly doing it wrong because it took me several attempts to figure out how to pull this thing out. It's just was clipped in there pretty good and definitely was doing it wrong because it should have come out a lot easier. I made it very difficult on myself. So let's see what voltage this is at. It's a 3-volt battery. So, should be more than 3 volts. This is also not going to work very well, is it? How am I going to do this? You know what? Maybe I can enlist the help of this guy somehow. You want to hold this battery? Yep, thank you. And then, no, that ain't going to work. Alright, it was a good idea. Maybe if I get him to hold this is also a conundrum in and of itself. What if I do that? Is that gonna help at all? Maybe. This is quite the challenge. Okay, how about this? .9 volts. I'm thinking that is probably not correct. So what I'll do, okay, fine. I'm not giving up just that easily. Let's see. No, I'm going to be giving up very shortly though. How about I put this like this? Yeah, see that? Okay, we're onto something here. And then put the battery under all this. Okay, we're getting close. Look at that, one side done. Now you need to get the red lead underneath. And no, okay, let's just use both my hands. I'll be right back. This Duracell battery cost me $5. That does not seem like a screaming deal at all. And I don't know, maybe it was on a further discount, but let's see. 3.2 volts, 3.3 almost. I can't believe the other battery actually saved anything at all with 0.9 volts. That's crazy. I double checked it and sure enough it was 0.9 volts or whatever. But this was a much needed little upgrade, so we'll add that to the Batman expense list. Alright, let's slip this guy back in. Much easier going in than out. Ultimately, like I'm trying to pry under here to remove it. I'm trying to jam something in here to force it down. Ultimately, just pulling this lever up did the trick and it kind of just fell out. Landed right here. Fortunately, it didn't go down there because that would have been even more frustrating. But, alright. I think I'm about out of time, but I did exactly what I wanted to do in the time frame that I had. So we'll do some more stuff and things.
This city is a hero.
Tomorrow. Okay, one last thing before I wrap up. I had to install a tilt bob. And this, I don't know where I got this, but this is some heavy duty friggin' tilt bob. This thing's heavy. And it's nickel plated. It's shiny. It's not like all dull. We got dull, less dull, and even less dull. That's like chrome friggin' plated. That thing's heavy. But that's the only one with the thumb screw in the side. All the other ones are like hole-less. You gotta use like a Tinnerman clip for the bottom. And I tried the Tinnerman clip thing, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's this thing here. You squeeze that, you slide it up your shaft there, your tilt bob rod. But the tilt bob rod is very thin and this doesn't clamp onto it, so the tilt bob's sure to fall off. But yeah, none of these have holes. So I need the kind of a hole to get one of these screws in. So I had to go with this guy, which is fine. And I can't tilt it. You hear it? So there we go. Tilt bob installed. Okay, I'm back to do some more Batman stuff. We played a few games last night, and I can tell you, the code is significantly better than it was when I was first playing it. I mean, the game is practically hollow compared to all the extra animation and music, sound, callouts. Let's hit the button and see if we get another one. No, I wasn't waiting long enough. I think the reason that there was only one match on the initial audits when we inspected that is due to the code. And there's like match animation now, like it's a whole new game basically. So that code update was critical, and it is so much better now. So what else? Going over my expenses here. Looks like I ordered this tilt bob in 2024, and it is $11 at Marco. That's an expensive tilt bob. So we got $18, I'm calling it Canadian. Battery $5, flipper rubbers $5, Allen wrench $10, and LEDs. So let's play a game. How many LEDs do you think basically how many bulbs do you think are in here? And that's going to be the number of LEDs I used, including the one flasher. I thought I just saw that somewhere. Anyway, I'm going to guess 98. Okay, I'm writing that down. 98, that's my guess. We'll count these bulbs after and see who the winner is. I swear, last time I played this game, I guessed the exact friggin' number of bulbs. It might have been, I can't remember what game it was, but I swear I guessed the exact number. So I got money on me on this one. Oh, also, that light not working is actually a flasher, so that's not an issue. And then I'll check this light here and see if it just looks a little less red than the other. So I'll double check on that and make sure I didn't miss a bulb. And that will throw off our whole count, so we can't have that. Yeah, so my plan now is to finally actually clean the playfield. So a little bit of ball track. Very little. Yeah, it's a little more visible there. But yeah, I'm just gonna reach in all the nooks and crannies. I don't got me a pinned snake yet. Maybe one day I'll get one. Maybe I'll ask for one for Christmas or my birthday or something. But the before and after on this ain't gonna look all that impressive because it's already very nice. So about time I do that though and get that off the to-do list. And what else is on the to-do list? Code, done. That ramp plastic, oh, I found that Marco has that ramp plastic in stock, or was it Pinball Life? It's a 2-piece set.
Hey, hands off my gear.
Oops, I hit the flipper button there. And it comes with those screws and the spacers and the whole works for like $9.99 US. But I may just go ahead and try and make a plastic, and it will be like $0 US. You know what I mean? I got the old scroll saw here. It's come in handy so many times. And what else? So lamp under crane and red light. Yep, that's it. Not a whole lot. How ironic. I am listening to the Electric Batcast arcade podcast while I was cleaning up this playfield, and I think I'm done. And she is nice and clean and shiny. Just used Novus number 2. Cleaned up my target faces. I cleaned scoops, outholes, shooter lanes, ramps, Path of the Deads, these back metals, this bat ramp here. I did the pop bumpers, the skirts. I got as well as I could in the lanes, and everything turned out beautiful. Just used little rubbing alcohol pads for the target faces, although they are friggin' pristine. Look at this. It is one of the sexiest outholes for a 2008 machine I've ever seen. This is kind of cool. I never really noticed this before. There's a target in here. One you could never get on purpose. It's a little Rachel target. This is a kind of a Gomez-y type thing, right? Putting targets in weird places like that. Like I'm thinking Snick target on Deadpool. Gomez likes to do that kind of thing. Oh, yes? You said what? Oh, okay. Yeah? Alright, I will, I'll keep up the good work. You chill. Sorry, I just had a little meeting with the inspector. Oh, new balls. I can novice these guys up. Brand new. Oh, what do you know? Nice and shiny. So I think I'm good to stick those in. And oh, I'm just thinking how much time I have left, how much time I want to spend. Let's at least check this bulb and then count our light bulbs. You got your bet? All right, get ready. I thought there might have been something going on with that LED, but there is nothing I can do about it, because if you see right there, that is another board mounted LED. You got that one for the jackpot, and that one for Commissioner Gordon. You can kind of just see it right there. So there is technically 4 factory LEDs on this machine, but good eye me, good eye. All right, let's count some bulbs and see if I won. Okay, actually, while I have the hood up, Kale, I think his name is, the bat cast there, reminded me of something that I've been meaning to do, and that is change these crappy screws on your stern coil stops, because if you don't, there's a good chance the heads will shear right off. I've had to deal with at least 4 or 5 or 6 of them over the years that have sheared off, and it's not fun. You gotta pretty much remove the whole base plate. Sometimes you gotta re-tap the bracket, and it's a big pain in the butt. So I thought, while I had the hood up, I might as well change my coil stop screws. And these are the ones you want to use, the Allen head black hardened screws. And I've got myself enough. I just need a couple lock washers, but I've got a bag. I've got a whole bag full of goodies here. There's another lock washer. So I'm gonna do that as future proofing before I put the hood down. Alright, these are future proofed. Whatever that means. There will be no future because I'm bulletproofed from that. That's what that means. Anyway, those are changed, and I feel much better about it. A little tight getting into this area, but got her in. And I know you've all been waiting in suspense. First, let's throw these guys right in the trash, and let's see what we got. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Should we speed this up a little bit? All right, fine. Nine, 30, 31, 32, 133 light bulbs. I was way off. So whoever guessed 133 or closest without going over, you are the winner. And you win another episode of Batman next time round.